Hi everyone, Ikumi Haverson here with FinalExpenseProgram.com, your leading authority for final expense sales education. Before we get started, this is a copyright material and duplication, distribution, or reproduction is strictly prohibited by law without the written consent with FinalExpenseProgram.com. Now that we have got out of the way, go ahead and grab a pen and a notebook. If you need to press pause, and go ahead and do that now. Now, let's get into the closing process. But before we get into that, let's talk about why we suggest using the option close. The reason why the option close is so successful is because it makes the closing process painless. This simple step will increase your closing ratio tenfold. People love to have option, and it's much easier than asking open-ended questions. A lot of salespeople struggle by asking open-ended closing question. An open-ended question is any question asked where the answer could be a yes or no. And guess what? The answer will be. If you guess no, then you're right. It's like when someone asks you if you need any help when you walk into the store. The answer is most likely a big no or no thanks. Now let's get into how to use the option close. Be sure to memorize your script word for word. Most scripts are written in a certain way and for a good reason. When you're booking appointments, here are some examples. Do you prefer in the morning or afternoon? Did you notice I gave two options? Great, I can see you either today at 4 p.m. or Wednesday at 3 p.m. Which works better for you and your spouse? This gives control, and it is giving away two options. You should be able to dedicate your schedule. This also shows that you are important, and important people have schedules. In addition, if you just ask your clients open-ended questions such as, when is the best time for you? You pretty much give them a chance to say never, or it's too much for them to think about. Remember, when they don't have a clear answer, they are likely to say no or forget it. So make it simple for them and take control over the conversation, guiding them to choose the best time. This is one of my favorite tricks to use. Right before I leave, I will give the wrong time on purpose by saying, so Mary, I will see you on Thursday at 2, right? Give them the wrong time to see if they pay enough attention to correct it. Or you can make them it by saying, so Mary, I will see you on Thursday at... and let her tell you what time is the appointment. Now here are some examples of option close when closing a sale. When you are asking the closing question at the end of your presentation, make sure to build option based on their budget and not on the face amount. Give them 3 options to choose from, like good, better, and best, or bronze, silver, and gold. Then you will say which plan works the best for your budget. Instead of asking them, so how much are you want your monthly premium to be? Or are you interested in any of these plans? They will be confused, and it gives them chance to say no. Remember to stay away from open-ended phrases. Use only questions that gives them option when closing. The option close is softer, and most importantly, it is assumptive. When you ask which way do you want to go, it just makes it way easier for both of you and your prospect to make a decision. While you are asking which way do they want to go, make sure to think to yourself that everyone gets this taken care of. Then wait for them to answer. Zig Ziglar says the first one to speak loses. And Tom Hopkins says, shut up. Then once they have picked, say, that's what most people do. This makes the prospect feel like they made a wise decision. I will ask every time at this point, is this going to be absolutely comfortable for your budget? Great. Now let's fill out the rest of your paperwork. You will want to make sure it is comfortable for their budget, because the biggest reason someone cancels is because it's not affordable, and it is your job to make sure that it is. Really, it is a lose-lose for everyone when someone cancels. We want to make sure this benefits is here when their family need it the most. If you have not been doing this, I know it will help you increase your closing ratio. That's it for now. Make sure to like us on all of our social media, and if you have any questions or ideas, this is the blogging community. We want to hear about what you took away from this training, what changes you made, and how the results were. And if you have any question, I'm sure someone in our blogging community will love to answer them. Again, we appreciate your involvement and your commitment to learning as well as membership into this community. This is Ikumi Halverson with FinalExpenseProgram.com. See you on the next training.